Hi, my name is Bilal from MedConnect, and today I'm with Kebba. He's a student studying in Tbilisi, Georgia, and today we're going to be asking him a few questions about his experience coming here and what it's like to study here. So nice to meet you, Kebba. Thanks so much for joining us. Could you tell me a bit more about yourself? What do you study here and what brought you to study here?
I am from London, England, and I am studying medicine in Tbilisi here at CIU. And I came through MedConnect.
Fantastic. And what year are you in?
I'm in 5th year.
Could you tell me more about what you love the most about this city and why did you choose this city in the first place?
It's a cheap city. It's a vibrant, beautiful city with a lot of history, culture, and I chose to come here because of affordability. It's very cheap to study here as compared to the UK.
Fantastic. So I guess it's much more affordable. And in terms of affordability, could you touch more upon that in terms of accommodation, in terms of groceries, shopping, tuition fees, etc.?
So I'll start with tuition, which is more important for me when I was deciding to come here. It is 3 times cheaper than the UK to study in Tbilisi. In terms of grocery, accommodation, flats, apartments, it's much cheaper also, almost twice or 3 times cheaper than London.
So how much rent are you paying currently?
I'm currently paying almost $400. That's around £335 a month. I mean, there is no way you would pay that in London. Yeah. That's like 5 times, probably more than that, so yeah.
And in terms of the application process, you came with MedConnect. Could you talk more about the experience coming with them? What was the application process like? And if there was any challenges and how you overcome them?
So I came through MedConnect. I found out about them through the internet on YouTube, and I contacted MedConnect, and then I got through to one of their representatives. And then they talked me through the whole process of studying in Europe. It was very foreign to me the first time I heard about people studying in Europe, because I thought traditionally everyone stayed in the UK. But seeing that it was very difficult, there's a lot of people applying to go to medical school, but there's not enough spaces. Now people were looking at Europe, and that's how I got involved with MedConnect. They brought me here, helped me to settle down, and then, throughout, after that, they've been supportive, ongoing, so even now, I'm in 5th year, I'm still getting support. So I feel like I can reach out to them if I needed help. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And in terms of the application process, what was that like and what tips would you give other students coming in?
The process is easy, and tips for other students is don't be nervous. I know it's normal. They'll be with you every step of the way. And then also they do utilize students that are also currently underground that have come through them, to be some sort of a mentor as well to yourself. So when you do arrive on the ground, especially in Tbilisi, you would have more senior students like myself and others, that will be here to support you with whatever you need, whether it's apartments, bank accounts, settling in university, study buddies and things like that. So do not worry.
It seems like you can get a lot of support from MedConnect and also other students that are studying here. In terms of the university, what type of support do they provide in terms of you studying here?
The university, in terms of support, obviously you would have groups, so they divide you into groups. And then one of the beautiful things that I like about studying in Europe, I don't know too much in the UK, but I know from my previous degrees, you don't have that much smaller groups. Here you'd have maximum maybe 10 people in a group. And that's really good because you have people from different cultures and backgrounds and countries. And it means that you have the individualized attention of, like your tutors or your doctors. So the university has tailored, their programs in a way that, there's no overcrowding, and, you'd feel welcome and feel supported in studying here.
How have you embraced your culture here? how accessible are places like mosques and halal food options here?
Yeah. So as a Muslim, I mean, my religion is very important to me. Coming here, it's a Christian Orthodox country, but one of the things that I loved about, and I still love about the country, it's very welcoming to other religion and faiths. So if you go to most restaurants, they do serve halal food. And if they don't have halal food, then they've got vegetarian options. But most supermarkets in Tbilisi would also have halal options as well. Because if most of you know, Georgia is also neighboring Turkey. So you have a lot of Turkish imports into the country. So most of their chicken, frozen chicken, is halal. And also you do have some Turkish shops, halal shops that sell meat as well, if you're interested. And in terms of mosque as well, there's a few mosques in Tbilisi, but most universities have Islamic societies as well that you can join in, and they arrange Friday prayers as well. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds like there's a lot of culture here and a lot of good community here. What other types of societies are available here, and what's the social life like here? So where do people relax, spend time, study in Tbilisi?
Yeah. In terms of societies, I'm not too sure of the other universities. I think with CIU they are improving on trying to create more societies, but in terms of socializing in Tbilisi, you do have a lot of stuff, cafes, restaurants, where people meet. You've got a amusement park as well that's on top of a mountain that you can go to. There's so many activities you can get involved in: rock climbing, go-karting. They've got shopping centers, that you can go into to play pool or bowling. So there's a lot of stuff going on, very similar to London. So you won't miss much.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of places to go. In terms of like sightseeing and someone coming here for for a few days, where would you recommend them to go? Where do you think they should definitely see?
I think Tasminda Park is one, which is an amusement center on top of the mountain. There's a few parks that you can go to that's really very beautiful. There is Batumi, which is another city after Tbilisi that you can go to, really nice place. Quite a lot of stuff. There's also in the winter, they've got ski resorts that you can go to for skiing. So quite a lot of activities you can get involved in. Yeah.
A lot of people, before they come here, one of the few things that they're concerned about is the safety here, racism here. What's your experience with that? And
so safety, I would say Georgia is a very safe country compared to London, where I come from. And to be fair, I've time that I've been here, I haven't really seen crime, on the street. And I think majority of it goes back to maybe the fact that they're a very religious country as well. They're very conscious. And in terms of racism, I personally haven't faced one. I would say that Georgian people are just very curious, because they are not exposed to a lot of other cultures. So they do look at people very strange sometimes, as a black person with an African background. I think because they're not exposed to people like that, so people are curious. I think that's the right word to say. I wouldn't say that they are racist, but I would say that, they are just curious to know where you're from, you understand? And it just takes you, maybe to interact with them, as in any country that you go to. Just having manners, like saying hello to people, thank you, please, goes a long way.
And finally, if you could describe Tbilisi in 3 words, how would you say?
Vibrant, people are lovely, loads of activities, cheap. I think I've said 4. More than the 4th one is a bonus. We're gone. Yeah. So.
Fantastic. So Kebba provided a lot of useful information in terms of Tbilisi, living here, studying here. So thanks so much for coming in, and lovely speaking to you.
Indeed, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, cut.